Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of Ghost Talks, where I'm your host, Ghost, and today we're talking about 5 tips for creating your first video game. Tip number 1, make sure to always keep your game small. This could be anything from games that you've seen in the Atari days, which could be Pong, Space Invaders, Galaxia. Generally, arcade games would be your number 1 choice for this. You could build these games in a short amount of time, giving you ample experience on top of being able to provide your customers with greater games. This would give you the ability to actually scale in size when appropriate. So building a small Galaxia game would actually be able to, let's say, add more features and being able to play test the game and making it more appealing to your audience in that sense. Number 2, making sure that this idea is fun. A lot of people develop games and don't actually see if their game is fun or not. This means that you can play test with friends, families, or even go out in the wild and go to conventions. Bring the game with you, make sure that everybody play tests and just actually figure out that the game is fun. You don't need a huge budget for this aspect of it. You can take it on your phone, maybe go hang out with a couple friends, go to the bar, tell people, hey, I'm building this game, would you mind to play? And see their feedback from it. 3, accessibility, meaning that everybody's able to play this game. You don't need any sort of instructions, you can just pick up and go. A great example of this is Angry Birds. Making sure that you have your little Angry Bird. All you need is just your finger, pull them back, and launch them and let them go. Once you figure out this core concept, nothing else changes. 4, engagement. This relates to a plethora of topics, but making sure that there's some sort of leaderboard would be the best idea for such a small game. Making sure that if I'm playing from the East Coast, I can battle my rivals in the West Coast, or battling someone in Japan, or somebody else in China, or even the UK. Just making sure that everybody is interacting with everybody in a small scale, but still having fun with that game. Lastly, number 5, making sure that your game is ready to ship. A lot of indie games nowadays, or even the AAA games, actually release games in a broken state, which deters the customer from actually engaging with this game for many years. I've seen this happen with the new Destiny game. It shipped in a broken state, it decided to increase microtransactions, which turned out to be a bad time. Now everyone's running left and right, and they can't even keep anybody playing the game anymore. Make sure that if you're going to ship out your game, that you've played tested, you found all the bugs, as many bugs as you can fix, because no game will be ever perfect, but that you made sure that whatever game you shipped is in as best state as you can possibly get it. And if you do find any bugs, or if something does hit a red flag, that you correct that as quick as possible to keep your players engaged more. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!